joining me now is David Martin from Sikorsky, and really the first question is, David, is how's the S92 performing?
The S92 is having a really exciting time in its product maturity right now. We're seeing monthly flight hours increasing month over month from 2017 onwards, which is a pretty good sign for the overall industry and a really good indicator of how the S92 is performing for its customers.
Okay, and then going on to the oil and gas market, an awful lot of talk about the downturn. What's your experience of that?
So I've been in the industry about 26 years. It's the only thing I've ever known, and this has been a really tough time throughout the whole value stream. I think it started with the oil companies and turned into a real price pressure for them, and has now flown all the way through their value stream, both within the aviation industry as well as other parts of their supply chain. And it's resulted in some real pressures in the industry as they try to resolve those cost differentials. As there are indicators now that there are seeing more offshore activity, it appears to be resulting in some more problems as the pricing pressures are a little bit sticky, that as they fly more it can cause even more pain. So we're working with the operators now to try to address those things as they have an uptick in flight hours.
So since your acquisition by Lockheed Martin, I mean, how is that panning out in terms of their commitment to your commercial helicopter business?
That's a great question. I think for me personally, to be part of an aviation company like Lockheed Martin is a fantastic opportunity. The cultures match very well, and we've seen a really robust commitment by Lockheed Martin to make us feel welcome and part of the family. I think there's a real interest across Lockheed Martin's business areas to invest in the commercial space and understand what those markets look like and how they differ from a large portion of their revenue base. For Sikorsky, I'd say there's actually a pull from Lockheed Martin to talk to us about the commercial market space. They want to understand it, how it differs in their business processes, and what we need to do to invest to be successful in the future.
And what's Sikorsky doing in terms of improving reliability and reducing costs for your customers?
That's a very relevant conversation to have in the late stages of this downturn, with cost being the issue that it is. I can say that we had a meeting last December with our clientele to talk about the cost pressures that they're under. And stemming from that, we have initiated a focus group within Sikorsky to work on reliability and cost reduction. There's no less than 42 projects that have been initiated within the company to go execute on. A couple of those have already closed, and we're now moving on to the phases to talk about how we bring those cost efficiencies to the market.